Okay, so we should be recorded. We should be recording and we are all set. So thanks for being here and thanks for those in person. So we'll go ahead and get started just sitting on our mats. Welcome to Pilates. All right, so we're gonna start out nice and tall. Remember with Pilates, we're focusing on that posture, right? So nice and tall. We're focusing on what's called your powerhouse, so your core and all the way around. And then on those intrinsic muscles, so kind of focusing a lot on those inner thighs. So really thinking about lengthening the body, and that helps with the strength and the stretch. So nice and tall, we're gonna start with that C curve. So we're just gonna round the back, let your eyes focus now down on your belly button, and then come back up nice and tall. Good, so we're gonna drop and then lift. So think about like hollowing out your abdominals. Drop, and then nice and tall. Now your hands can stay there, or if you wanna bring your arms out front, just to add a little bit more, you can, and lift. Good. Nice. We round and lift. Welcome to those hopping online. Thanks for joining. We're just getting started with our Pilates warm-up. And lift. Good. Hold here for just a moment. And now as you hollow down, I want you to lift your leg up. Come back up tall, and then we're gonna do the opposite leg. And up tall. Good. So we're hollowing out those abdominals, thinking about engaging through that core. Good. And lift. Let's do one more on each leg. So as we look down at that belly button, we're lifting the leg up. Good. Hold here for just a moment. Now when we drop, we're going to drop our hands to the opposite side of the leg that's lifting, and then we're going to come back up tall. Good. We drop and we lift. So now we're starting to add in those obliques, the sides of your abdominals. Getting those engaged and warmed up here. Good. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Let's do one more to each side. Nice and tall with that posture. And lift. Very good. Lower those arms. You're going to bring your hands now underneath your legs. Clasp your hands together. Lean back. And then again, drop your head down. So just getting a nice stretch here. And let your shoulders sink down. Very good. Come all the way back up tall. You can release those arms. And we're going to lower ourselves all the way down to the mat and start with the 100. All right? So a couple options for you with your legs. Remember, you want to glue those legs together. You can bring them up at tabletop. You can extend the legs up with your toes pointed, heels together, toes separate, or you can lower those legs down at a 45-degree angle. So you decide where you want to be with that. You're going to lift your head up again. You're looking at your belly button. Arms are out. We're going to inhale as we pump 5 counts. Exhale as we pump 5 counts. Okay? Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, shh, 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 shh. Inhale. Exhale, shh, 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 shh. We're halfway. Inhale. Exhale, shh, 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 shh. Inhale. Exhale, shh, 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 shh. Inhale. Exhale, shh, shh. 2 more sets. Inhale. Exhale, shh, 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 shh. 1 more set. Inhale and exhale. And hands down, head down, knees come in, hands on the shins. Just give yourself a nice stretch here. Excellent. All right. Looking good. Hi, Christine. Hi, Vakiva. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. All right. Okay, we are moving on. All right, so now starting with those legs in that tabletop position. Again, legs glued together, arms open with your palms facing down to the floor. Head stays looking up at the ceiling. We're going to inhale first, and then exhale. We're going to drop our knees over to the side, just hovering the floor. Okay, inhale, we come back to center, and exhale, we drop the other way. Inhale, center, and exhale, drop. Good. Inhale, center, exhale, drop to the side. Good, keeping those legs glued together. Inhale to center, exhale, drop. Inhale, center, exhale, drop. And then we come back to center and we lower the legs down. We're gonna move on to roll-ups. So we're gonna use that whole mat, okay? So extend those legs now all the way long, glue your legs together, toes pointed, and arms are gonna reach now all the way overhead. Okay, we're gonna inhale as we start lifting up, peeling off the mat. Exhale as we reach to or towards the toes. Exhale, we lower down, arms stay close to the body, and then exhale all the way overhead. Now you can bend those knees if that's more comfortable for you, and you can even use those legs to help lift yourself up, and then lower all the way back down, and again, use those legs for support if need be. Here we go, lift up, peel off and reach. Good. Inhale, lower down, and exhale, reach overhead. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, peel. We reach. Good. Lower down. Reach overhead. We have one more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, peel and reach. Good. Lower down and overhead. Very nice. Bring your arms now back down by your sides, and we're going to move to single leg circles. So I'm going to start out with my right leg coming in and extending up. Again, I'm going to point my toes. My left leg is pushing down into the mat. I want to turn my right toes a little bit off to the side, so my toes are facing to the outside. And I'm thinking about a basketball size. So I'm going to inhale as I go clockwise, and then exhale as I finish that circle, and I pause at the top. Inhale, drop. Exhale, circle, finish it, and pause at the top. Good. Drop and around. Drop and around. Drop and around. Let's do two more in this direction. Drop, pull around, drop, and pull it around. Very nice. Bend that knee for a moment, hands on the shin. Just give that knee a hug in towards you. You can flex that foot as well. Nice. Now that same leg is going to go up. Again, we point the toes. We turn the leg again, so the toes are pointed off to the outside. But now we go counterclockwise. Inhale, we drop to the inside. Exhale, we complete the circle and pause at the top. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. We have two more circles. Inhale, exhale. Very good. Inhale and hold. Good. Again, we bend that knee, hands on the shin. Nice tug in towards you. Flex that foot. And you know we have to do that other leg. So let's extend now my right leg down, and the left leg comes in and extends up towards the ceiling. Point the toes and turn the toes now off to your left. Again, this time we're starting counterclockwise. So we're going to the outside and around. Okay, here we go. We drop to the outside. Inhale, exhale, pull it around, pausing at the top. Good. Now we're trying to keep that upper body from the hips, the top of the hips on up, as stable as we can. Just using that left hip to help circle that leg around. Think about lengthening through that leg. Two more times. Good. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. We bend the knee, we pull it in, we flex the foot. Very nice. And then we're putting that leg back up there and go in the opposite direction. Point the toes, veer the leg off to the left. Now we go clockwise, dropping to the inside. We inhale, and exhale, we pull it around. Good. Drop and pull. Drop and pull. Drop and pull. Drop and pull. One more time. Drop. Pull it around. Good. Bend that knee, flex the foot, and pull it in. It's amazing what that small amount of movement and how you really feel that. Yes. All right, both knees come in. Give both knees a hug in towards you. Flex those feet. And then you're going to drop your feet now down to the mat. Your knees are as wide apart as your hips here, and your arms are resting down at your sides. We're moving to the bridge, so we're going to push off from the heels. You can even lift your toes a little bit off the mat just to really focus on those heels. And we're pushing up, and we're squeezing through the glutes, and then we're lowering almost all the way down. So try not to touch back down. So lift, and then lower almost all the way down. Good. Squeeze, lower, squeeze up, lower. Good. Squeeze up, lower, squeeze up, and lower. 2 more times. Squeeze up, lower down. Now this time you're going to squeeze up. I want you to hold it up here, and we're going to little pulses. We're going to inhale 2, exhale 2. So it's very nice. 2 more sets. 1 more set. And squeeze. And now lower all the way down. Good. Knees are going to come into the chest. You're going to grab underneath the legs to roll yourself on up. Good. We're going to put our legs in a straddle position. So your straddle should be about mat width apart here. And we're going to spine stretch forward just to get a nice flexibility stretch here. So legs push down, arms are out in front. As we inhale, we reach forward. And then as we exhale, we round over, letting that back round, fingertips drop down towards the mat. And then we come back up and over as we inhale. And then exhale, shoulders sink, and we sit up tall. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale up and over, and exhale, shoulders drop. Good. We reach, we round. Good. Up and over, shoulders drop. Let's do that 2 more times. We reach, we round. Good. Back up and over, shoulders relax. 1 more time. Reach and round. Good. Up and over and relax. Good. Arms rest down. Good. We're going to move on to our core series. So legs come back together. We scoot forward and we lower ourselves all the way back down to the mat to come to core series, which is 5 exercises. So we start with our single leg stretch. So right knee in, hands on the right shin, left leg extends just above the mat if you can, but if that's uncomfortable, bring your leg up a little bit higher, whatever feels good to you. You're going to lift your head up. Remember, whenever you lift your head up, your eye contact goes right to that belly button. And take a deep breath in first, exhale and pull your right knee towards you twice. Switch and inhale, and then exhale, pull. Good. Inhale, switch, exhale, pull. One more set. Good. Legs come together and head rests down. Our next one is double leg stretch. So your legs start out squeezed together and you're in that tabletop position with your hands on your shins. And now pull your knees towards you as much as you can as you lift your head up. Look at your belly button. Now inhale, keep your legs glued together and extend everything out. And exhale, pull it all back together. Now again, the lower your legs, the harder it will be. So you decide where you want those legs to go. Inhale, extend, and exhale, pull. Extend and pull. Good. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. One more time. Very nice. And head down and just hold here for a moment and stretch. Again, flex those feet. And then we'll move on to single straight leg stretch. So now legs extend up. We place the hands underneath the right leg, whether it's the hamstring or the calf, and the left leg lowers down. Again, the lower the leg, the more challenging. Lift the head up. You'll take a deep breath in, and then exhale and pull your right leg towards you twice. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull. Nice and long, lengthening through those legs. Two more sets. One more set. Very nice. Legs come up, bend the knees, head down, flex the feet, and stretch. All right, we move on to double straight leg stretch. So now I want you to go ahead and sit on your hands. So you place your hands underneath you, and that's to help protect your back. Legs up, point your toes, glue your legs together. As you inhale, you lower your legs down. The lower you go, the harder it is. Okay, exhale and pull those legs up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull. Lower. Pull. Lower. Pull. Lower. And pull. Good. Lower. And pull. One more time. Lower. And lift. Very nice. Release the hands, bend the knees, flex the feet, and hold for a moment. All right, we are on exercise number 5 of the core series. So we're moving to crisscross. So again, legs in that tabletop position. Hands now go behind the head and you lift your head up. Now remember, your elbows stay wide. They don't tuck in. You keep them open, nice and long. And then your head is just relaxed on those hands. Okay, now as we rotate our right elbow and shoulder towards the left knee, we extend the right leg long. Right, we come back to center and inhale. Exhale, we rotate the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Good. Center. Rotate. Center. Rotate. Center. Rotate. Center. Rotate. One more each way. Exhale. Inhale, center. And exhale. Inhale, center. And head lowers down. And pull those knees in. Very nice. Hands go behind the legs to roll yourself on up again. You're going to go back to that straddle position. So your feet again, or legs again, are about mat width apart. And we're going to move to the saw. So our arms are going to reach out to the sides. Push those legs down, shoulders relax. Good. We're going to inhale, and my right arm is going to reach across to my left pinky toe, pulsing 3 times. Shh, shh, shh. I come back to center, and then I go the other way, rotate and reach. Shh, shh, shh. Center. And rotate and reach. Shh, shh, shh. Very good. And up. Rotate. Shh, shh, shh. Inhale, center. Rotate. Shh, shh, shh. Good. And center and rotate. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Shh. One more to each side. Shh, shh, shh. Good. And other way. Shh, shh, shh. And up. Good. And then your arms can relax down. We're going to move to side leg series. So we're going to go ahead and bring ourselves onto one side of our body. Okay? So you're going to be here. Either your elbow is underneath your shoulder, or if you prefer, you can rest your head in your hand, whatever feels best to you. Okay? Your legs are going to extend long, and you want to make sure your hips are stacked one on top of the other. Okay? Which means we don't want to have one hip shift back or forward. Okay, so right on top of the other, point your toes, and now bring your legs a little bit further in. So about a 45-degree angle. Perfect. Okay, core nice and tight. Okay, we're going to point that top toe. We bring our heels together, feet separate. We're going to lift that leg up, and then we're going to flex the foot and push it down to touch the other heel. Point and lift, flex and push down. Good. Point and lift, flex and push down. Point and lift, flex and push down. Point and lift, flex and push down. Now keep it flexed and lift it up this time. So lift it, flex, point it, and think about lengthening long. Good. Flex and lift, point and lengthen. Flex and lift, point and lengthen. Good. 2 more times. Flex and lift, point, nice and long. 1 more time. Flex, lift, point, and lengthen. Good. Hold here for just a moment. Remember, your hips are still stacked, one on top of the other. We're going to lift that top leg so it's about hip height. Okay? I'm going to take that leg now. I'm going to swing it forward as far as I can without shifting my body all the way around. I'm going to tap it then down to the floor, and I'm going to lift it back up to hip height. Then I'm going to squeeze it behind me without moving my body, so it's not a big movement behind. I'm going to tap it behind me and lift. Okay? Come forward, tap, hip height, back. Tap, hip height, forward. Tap, hip height, back. Tap, hip height, forward. Tap, hip height, back. Tap, hip height, forward. Tap, hip height, back. Tap. 1 more time. Forward, tap, lift, back, tap. Now lift and hold it back there and give me little pulses. Lift, 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 lift. 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Good job. Now knees can come together. Set them down on the floor and push yourself up. And just kind of let your body drape over to the side. So feel that stretch there through that hip. And of course, then we get to do that other side. Good. So swing those legs around or turn your body around, whatever works best for you. Again, head can be on the hand here, or you can sit yourself up a little bit higher. Whatever feels best to you. Hips stacked one on top and legs come a little bit forward. Good. We point the toes, heels together, feet separate. Excellent. All right, here we go. Point the toes up, flex the foot, push down. Point the toes, lift, flex the foot, push down. Point and lift, flex and push. Good. Point and lift, flex and push, point, lift, flex, push. Very nice. Point, lift, flex, and push. 1 more time like that. Lift, and down. Now hold that foot flex, and it comes up now with the foot flex. Now we point the toes and think long as you lower down. Good. Flex and lift, point, long. Good. Flex and lift, point, good. Flex, lift, point, and lower. Flex, lift, point, lower. Flex, lift, point, nice and long. Last time. Lift up, point, and lower. Good. Take a little breather, stretch that leg if you need to, and then we're going to move on to the forward and back. Okay? So again, that top leg is at hip height, and you're pointing those toes. You're kicking that leg forward, keeping it hip height, and then you're going to tap it to the floor and lift it back up to hip height. Push it back and squeeze, and then tap it down and lift. Forward, tap, lift, back, tap, lift. Forward, tap, lift, back, tap, lift. Forward, tap, lift, back, tap, lift. Good. Forward, tap, lift, back, tap, lift. 2 more times. Forward, tap, back, tap. 1 more time. Forward, tap, back, tap. Hold it back and pulse it. Lift, 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 lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Legs together, knees bend, push up, and drape over to stretch. Very nice. All right. Looking good. We are wrapping up here. So we're going to bring ourselves into an all-fours position and come into spinal balance. So hands are going to be underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips. I'm going to reach my right arm forward and my left leg back. Think about lengthening long through the fingertips and through the toes. Just keep holding. Now I'm going to bring my elbow and my knee together underneath, and then exhale, extend long again. Good. So pull in and extend. Pull in and extend. Pull in, extend. Pull in, extend. Good. 2 more times. 1 more time. We hold it again. And then we lower it down. And we switch to the other side. So now it's the left arm reaching forward and the right leg back. Hold. Again, think about lengthening as long as you can from fingertips to toes. Now inhale and elbow to knee together underneath you. Exhale, extend. Bring it in and extend. Pull it in and extend. Good. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more times. Extend. 1 more. Hold it at that extension. And then lower down. Excellent. Last exercise, we are going to Superman. So we're lying all the way down. Arms out in front of you with your thumbs up. And I want you to think of the top of a letter Y. So as you lift up, your arms are going to come out like that letter Y, okay? And lower down. Now your legs can lift either straight up or they can kind of come out in that Y as well. It's almost more natural just to have those legs kind of follow the arms. Okay, and down. Good. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. Lift up. Nice. Working through that lower back here. 4 more. Lift up 3. Lift up 2. Good. Last one. Lift. And lower. Very nice. Hands come underneath the shoulders to push yourself up. And then you're going to go ahead and sit back in child's pose. So just let your hips sink back. Your arms are going to reach as far forward as you can as you sit back to stretch through those shoulders. Good. Then walk your hands both over to your right as you let your hips sink to your left. And then come back to center. And then hands to your left, hips to your right. Come all the way back to center. We come all the way up with the hands coming towards the knees. We come up onto the knees. We take a couple big shoulder circles. We take one last deep breath in and exhale all the way down. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.